Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Emily and this is Queen of the Household. And today we're going to tackle some areas in my kitchen that have just been getting on my nerves lately. They really need a good decluttering and organizing. So I'm starting here in this baking cupboard. I have my sugars and my flour and then also some different spices and measuring cups. And it's kind of just been a jumbled up mess and I've had to like push things around and there's really no rhyme or reason to it. So that's what I'm going to start with. As I was going through these, I realized that I really need a lazy Susan. So I'm going to be on the lookout for one of those because I feel like that would make the best use of the space up there. And then I could get to the different spices when I need them instead of just like having to push different ones aside and, make a mess. So for now, I'm putting everything back in based on the categories, but I'm definitely going to be looking for a lazy Susan to use in here. And then I also took out the sprinkles. So I realized that the sprinkles just didn't really fit up here and I don't use them very often anyway. So I ended up putting them in a different cupboard where I had some more room to put those. Next up, I'm finally putting labels on these containers here in this closet. I didn't think I would need them and when I first did this, but then I realized that I did because one day I accidentally used flour instead of powdered sugar. It was early in the morning and I was sprinkling on my kids' pancakes for snow because we had made like snowy pancakes. Anyways, it messed it up and it was a terrible thing. So I need labels on these containers. So I made these on Canva. They're really just kind of a minimalist label, and then I printed them off and folded them over for a little extra thickness and cut them out. And then I'm just using packaging tape to adhere them to the containers. And I will say my packaging tape was really thin, and so it made it kind of difficult, and I did struggle a bit. But I've done this before when I did my hall closet. Those labels have held up really well, and I'm sure that these will also. So if you are looking for an easy, inexpensive way to add labels to whatever you have at home, this is a great way to do that. Now that that cupboard was done, I wanted to move on to my silverware and utensils drawer. So I keep a lot of different things in this drawer, and I've noticed that lately I've seen a lot of crumbs in my silverware container here. And so I wanted to just take everything out and wash it up, and then also just take out anything that didn't belong in there. There were a few little straws here and some spoons that my kids had gotten in a kids meal that they never use, and so just some other like little random things that we don't use on a regular basis. Actually, I don't even know if we even use a couple of them. So I just took them out and only put back the things that we actually use. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe all of this down, clean out that silverware drawer. I'll give you a close-up of all the crumbs that were in there. There were so many. And which kind of grossed me out when I was thinking about it, because at first I thought, I'm not going to wash these silverware because they're already clean, right? But then when I saw how many crumbs were in this container, I was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just at least rinse off all of this silverware, because that's kind of gross. So anyways, lesson learned. I definitely need to keep my silverware drawer cleaned out on the regular, but I'm going to go ahead and put all that back together now. Now we're moving on to the drawer underneath of my silverware, and this just basically holds a bunch of junk. Do you have any of these drawers in your kitchens? No, really though, I have a lot of my containers in here. I have plastic and then some glass Pyrex dishes, and I keep their lids in there too. And this, I was showing you, this basket was really dirty. I needed to wipe that one out too. But then I just had a bunch of like random things, our popcorn bins, popsicle molds, our grill flipper thing there, and then some boot cups that we had gotten when we went to the Dolly Stampede, all those just different little things. So I ended up taking it all out, wiping it all down, cleaning it all up, and I'm putting back just the things that we use on a regular basis. And I took out a lot of the things that were just causing a mess and making it difficult to use this drawer. So when it's all done, it looks so much better and I feel better about my kitchen. There are some other spots that I need to get to, but I just didn't get to it this day. So maybe that will be in another video. I'll do a part 2 of this kitchen declutter, but hopefully it gave you some motivation to tackle some spaces in your home, and makes a difference. Just doing a few little drawers made a big difference. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.